Hey, TD, Keith, good afternoon, good evening. We have made it to the little campground here. Better than driving any day, huh? We get this fire burning, we're going to be good for the night. How you doing, Annie? Oh, maybe tomorrow. We got some sausage. I am the only one in this complete loop here. Little fire going. Got the little tin up in about 10 minutes. Old Buford, shining white. I got some music playing over in the background, and you really can't see, but we got 6.5-foot bed, plenty of room in there. All my goodies for tomorrow. Cook stove, so the rain gave up on us, and it said, hey, it's going to be a great night for you, Mike. Annie, is it raining in Defiance? I like it when the smoke stays low and goes straight to the neighbors. But they're quite a ways away. How you doing, Tammy? Welcome, welcome. Man, it seems like when I get the chance, I go live every 2 hours. Gotta get her on fire. How's everybody's Friday night? Pretty nice little place here. I'm glad I found this place. Welcome in, everyone. Say hello. Let me tell you something, Jerry. I got pretty good hickory nuts falling off this tree. I might have a concussion. Check out that music in the background. Sounds like a little Soggy Bottom Boys, Man of Constant Sorrow. All right, Jerry, you forced me. There's one of my nuts there. It just fell a few minutes ago. Looks like Jerry's little face. Hello, I'm the moon. Hello, hello. That's all the excitement you get tonight. And I am ready to kick back and do nothing. Jerry, have you pulled over for the night? How did they do in a strange place? Hello, Airstreamer. We are down in southern Ohio. Well, once I get it going, I just tried to light it, so it'll take it a second. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little bundles of wood we're gonna burn up tonight. I think I can hear a boat out on the far lake. How you guys doing, Airstreamer? Where you at this week? We've been doing pretty good, sunshine. I'm just here to enjoy the few nights. I'm hoping the owls will start screaming here in a little bit. Man, it's already turning fall here. The leaves are coming off and turning brown. Well, it took me about 10 minutes in the rain to get the camp put up. Hello, James. But once I put the tent up, that pretty much stopped. Now we got just a little drip here and there coming out of the trees, but not too shabby. Southern Ohio, Lawrence. Yeah, it's doing pretty good, but we just take it as we get it. I picked this spot out online, and I looked out. I'm about 12 feet from the start of a 5-mile trail tomorrow. I'm going to try and get up and hit that early. I might even do about maybe a half-mile out and back tonight with my night vision. See if I can pick up any strange noises. Yeah, it was pretty rough all day today. I know we're supposed to get more tomorrow, but that's what we're here for, Lawrence. We're going to batten down the hatches. Trying to get some more good tent camping videos out, and hopefully one of these people will pick us up, get us some bigger products to try out. Mostly resin. She does a lot of needlework. I call it yarning. She calls it crochet, I guess. So, but yeah, she loves resin. Does a lot of painting, a lot of crocheting. Hello, Two Strokes. Man, we are in search of Bigfoot. Don't tell nobody, Two Stroke. About 16 to 1, man. 16 to 1. Everybody else pretty much batting down for the night. My poor little fire. What's up with it, folks? I got to get the crackling going. Fruitcakes, we love fruitcakes, especially around Christmas time. But thanks for stopping. Hit that thumbs up before you move along. And eventually, man, we're going to get into the whippoorwills. The hoot owls. Don't forget to tell us where you're from. Say hello to all the folks hanging out in the room. I had to mix up some old two-stroke today for the old steel chainsaw. But the algorithm is going crazy because we can never stick with one subject. What should we talk about? And let the algorithm roll with it. Whatever subject I talk about, you guys got to comment with that word in your comments. Holy cow, machine guns are going off. I almost jumped in the trench. Hello, Eddie. All is well here. How you doing, man? Except for the biker who wants to leave it dark. Kind of surprised he didn't want to drive all the way around this way. Been a while, Eddie. How you been doing? That guy's over there sleeping in a hammock under a tarp. He's really roughing it. None whatsoever. It don't really do us any good to complain, but we're just taking it day by day. This little world could be a lot better, but some people just don't snap out of it fast enough. But we're here and we're together tonight, so we can make the best of it. Heavily filtered by the wife, by YouTube, that's right, man. And lemonade is pretty healthy for you. Benson and Hedges, that's the worst cigarette ever. Might as well do the old Lucky Strikes. Rudy, put me in, coach. Yeah, we got a buddy around town here we call Rudy. He tried his best to get into Notre Dame and never could do it. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Been a while since I saw it. I think the last time I saw that actor, he was a cop on some movie. I'm gonna have to zip up my window here. We're getting a lot of wind out here. Hang on, folks. Almost. I could probably do the live from inside the tent, but somebody's gonna have to keep putting stuff on the fire. Now it sounds like other people going live. Oh, very cool. That's something to brag about. I couldn't even make my hometown team. I would brag about that every day. Out there bumping shoulder pads with those dudes. Or is this baseball? New York Giants is baseball, yes. But hey man, I think it's pretty cool if I'm just sitting close to the dugout. Oh, football, okay. Then I was right the first time. Mama said that foosball, the devil, Billy, Bobby. Yeah, I was not one of the elite high school kids to get to play the football, the foosball. But that's okay. Military shaped me right up. Alabama. Is that crimson? I'm not very much sporty. Well, very good. Yeah, me too, man. Hello, Abe. How you doing? Welcome back. Abel hung up with us at pretty much all day today on the way down here. What time is it in Australia? (11:03) on Saturday. 11:03 a.m. or p.m.? I think it should be a.m. there. No wonder you're out and about. You are just getting up. Come on, little fire. We're never going to have a big, yeah, time travel is confusing. I got lost once in a split second. Oh, Jerry, some of your friends are here. I can hear the Canadians are on their way. Oh, but man, it's so peaceful. But I still hear a train in the background, some loud vehicles, a boat, just like home. Somebody is held for review. April says hi, Gypsy. I don't know why it held that. Hello, Clarabelle. Me too. Friggin' lightning bugs keep lightening up the place. How you doing tonight, Clara? Hello, Charles. Welcome back. Man, it's a rare occurrence that, heck yeah, man, bring it back from Italy, would you? Not yet, but it will get there. Stupid fire. I don't know if I got, hello Ray, too much air underneath of it, or it needs to be laid down on the ground, but all my wood's going to get wet from the sprinkles if it don't start burning really quick. Welcome in, Ray. How you been today? I'll make a little bit of a shelter there to block out that. Come on, man. You got to get out and about, Ray. Yeah, and it felt pretty dry. We're doing pretty good, Ray. We're down in southern Ohio, below Columbus tonight. Yeah, you got to get out of the desert. Unless you're a cactus. But you got some beautiful sunsets out there, Clara. Who, why, all this with time? Oh, all by myself tonight. We are primitive hitting it tonight. They have a pretty great couple here that's hosting this place. Very nice. Walked over and talked to me and told me any time of the night that I need anything, come right on over. I'll get up in the morning and walk around, check out the places, and find a shower house. Definitely going to hit this trail right beside me here. He told me this 5-mile loop circles this side of the lake and it branches off about midway and does another 5 mile on the other side. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't get that many places. They like to stay in that little booth and be left alone. That's right, man. I document every mile I drive, Jerry. How much it costs to spend the night, camp for the night. My wife deducts that every year. Last year I got back $6.12. Probably cost them more to send me the check. Yes, they are. You just got to find them, and you can't find them at home. I'll tell you what, I'm not a griper, but the worst thing ever nowadays is trying to call somebody and pay a bill online. Here's my debit card. Well, we don't do debit card. Give me your checking account number. I don't think so. And when you can hear 30 other foreigners talking in the background, not a good thing. Nope, but it's not using any oil yet, but I write those oil changes off too. Tax expenses. Now for some reason when I go on these trips, gas is always $4.50 a gallon. Strange. Even if it's $2.75, it looks like it's $4.50 on the tax papers. Yes, I did. I bought one lottery ticket. But just like tonight, I get off work, 3-hour drive straight down here. I had my regular stuff packed, but when I got here, oh yeah, they just quit calling me for some reason. I get here, I find a local store it was like 3 miles away. I bought my food, I bought my lighter fluid, bought the wood, spend a little money in this economy right here local, and it makes me happy. Oh, will you adopt me, sir? Yeah, they just quit calling me, Jerry. I don't know why. I did have one call from Sprint yesterday, and he couldn't believe my name was Finn. I don't get to use that one much anymore. They just, oh no, they hang up on me. I'm known across the world as the guy who gives back. What's your name, sir? Finn? Oh, how you doing today, Finn? Can I get your last name? Gurmy. Your name is Finn Gurmy? I'm like, oh, I won't do that, but yes, it is. I would love to do a whole live on just pranking the prank callers. I think our fire is going to take off, dude. No, 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 sir. I am trying to help you today. No, you're not. I usually just say, hey, I'm the same person you are. This is Bobby. I'm Bobby too. How you doing? Man, if only we could get a call right now. That would be pretty cool. But really, how's folks doing tonight, guys? Everybody doing okay and not just saying we're good? Yes, that was back in the day when my number was out there. I was pretty popular back in those days. But it seems like whoever had my phone number now owed a lot of doctor bills. That's the only ones that call him. They called me once about some crazy medicine. I said, yeah, I'll just go ahead and ship it because I've been out for a while. Jerry, we need to get the old crew back together and go out to Route 66 in Bow. Well, where do you go, TD? You just sneaking out on us like that? Yeah, but it's more funner. Most funnest when you call them. Sometimes I'm calling back and I'm a completely different person. Well, hello, Gypsy. Tammy, I didn't know you were still here. If I missed you something in the chat, folks, please. Yeah, was you out on the walk with Jeff this morning when I chimed in? Oh, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. Pull over here in my loop and turn around. Man, if there was only a giant 12-foot shadow figure run across in front of the headlights. Thank you. Come again. That's the park ranger. I think he got lost. Yes, it is. I want to have one. Probably going to be at the same place at Hamilton Lake. If anybody wants to come out for a weekend, we just got to know what works for everybody. No more work. If you're going to keep saying bad words, we're going to have to block you, Tammy. We don't use that word in this chat. I'm surprised. I got a question for you anyhow, Tammy, if you can help me out with that. If you're willing to help me out. Well, we'll wait on you. All you got to do is leave 2 days early. Oh, man. I could never do that job because I don't know a weed from a flower. My sister used to be so mad when I would mow down everything. Yes, you do, Jerry, but the wrong kind of weed. Sometimes when you see weed, you're like, hey, bud. Hey, somebody brought their dog. It's going to scare off all the Bigfoots. So question, Tammy, if you're willing to answer. Pretty simple, I think. Nope, I have never smoked in my life, so I'm pretty boring. Well, somebody else bringing their dog around. She could probably take care of that, Ray. There'd be a little gas expense there, though. Well, Bigfoot will weed your garden, absolutely. Okay, here we go. That's what I say, Abel, mow it down. I downloaded Nightbot last night. But, and it said it was good, but so far it's not showing up. So, what do I got to do? Do I have to put in my own keywords for it to say, hey, hashtag this word and we'll post your channel? Hello, Vicky. Welcome back. I'm not very good on the computer. I did not. I don't know how to find Nightbot when I'm on the live. But I did not do that. But yet today, one of the people in the other live kept typing stuff, and finally Nightbot gave him 5-second timeout. So I know it's there, but it's just not giving me that, hey, hit hashtag about and we'll post your channel up here. And that's all I know about that story. You guys are too quiet on a Friday night. So everybody tell me what their big Saturday adventure is going to be. And get this chat a moving. Okay, you lost me there, but I'll give it a try when I get home. Oh, very cool. Are you anywhere near New Orange? I know a guy that knows a guy from there. He's from the land down under. Jerry, are you still walking those dogs? New Orange Bowl. Spelt like the fruit or whatever it is. Thank you for that thumbs up, folks. Man, don't do it. You take the swimsuits and let the doggies swim in the pool. People seem to like that. Hello, Annie. Welcome back. Well, we're about to get it going here, Annie. It's pretty slow on the tick, but we're about to hit the top. And now there's a giant jumbo jet flying above. It's going to scare off the hoot owls. But it's cloudy tonight. All right, Jerry, thank you for stopping in as always. Hello, Nancy. Welcome in, Nancy Drew. Annie, I don't even know what you said there. You and your HUOQDYG gypsy love. Sounds like crazy talk to me. I'm thinking about 11 o'clock. We should probably go on a night hike. A little bit muddy out there, but that's okay. You had me confused, but that's pretty easy. Hello, Ray. What's going on? Ray's still hanging out in here. I haven't seen Plywood in about 3 days. Anybody else seen Plywood? Hello, hello, hello. Everybody make sure you watch that last video we put out. We got a little giveaway to do. You got to find out what you need to do. Nothing more said. Yeah, Jeff mentioned something about that. Where is that meet up next weekend, Tammy? I'm hoping for a little better weather than what they're calling for this weekend. Oh, we have ignited. pretty cool. Piketon, Ohio. Oh, okay. Hey, Abel, that's what we're here for, man. Come back in anytime. You have a great day over there. Enjoy your Saturday. We'll catch up with you here in about 12 hours. We'll give up some details on it. I don't know if this is a private meetup or you have to be invited or anybody shows up. If I got 2 good days of weather, I'm taking half of my roof off. Well, this is true. I do remember and appreciate it. Tammy, what time is it here in our neck of the woods? 9:30 maybe? Well, very cool. Pretty good guess. Well, I've got wood to burn, and I'm going to sit around here probably for about 2 hours, hoping these hoot owls start yapping and making a lot of noise. But I don't want to hold people up all night long, but sometimes I just don't have a lot to say. I just like for you to enjoy this little bit of fire here. And I have got the crappiest tripod with me tonight. Another message held. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's part of the viewing. Oh, very cool. Yeah, right. I take $5 to sing in that can. I don't want to be telling tales out of school, but good night, Annie Ann. Sweet dreams. I think Mama D took the baby out for margaritas tonight. That's kind of... Vicky, I'm still glad you're still here hanging out with us. I gotta go get me a iced tea with some ginseng. Hello, Timber. Welcome in, my friend. I need to get my headlamp on, too. Much better, much better. Scotty's in the house. Welcome in, Scotty. Thanks for stopping by. Timber, what have you been up to today? You guys got a fire going out? Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but hang on here. Oh yeah. Arizona green tea. The good stuff. They tell me I'm going to lose 30 pounds drinking that stuff. Somebody once told me. Timber. Where's the bear? You guys see a bear behind me? Welcome in, everyone. Scotty is gone. Man, how the time flies. People come and go. Crazy. Nancy Drew, 2 what? Only thing bad about the Lipton tea is that they just go so fast. 5 drinks and the can is empty. I'm kind of hoping there's a giant raccoon here tonight too. Poof, said the fire. Some people tell me on here I should put more lighting around the campsite, and I just don't like a lot of light. At night, I'm thinking I'm out here, that's what I'm out here for, to be in the dark. But even the fire don't seem to be crackling like it should be. But my little teepee in the back seemed to have done the trick. Yeah, I'm gonna open up a Snickers bar and lay it under my bunk in there. See if I can't get one to try and come through the side walls. Nothing like a wild raccoon in your tent. Now tomorrow night I'll have some sausage, bacon wrapped Polish sausage. I think I'll put it on the little tripod thing. Or I might pick up some foil out there somewhere, but we will have plenty of droppings for them tomorrow. But sometimes it's just so peaceful that I don't even get my other camera out and make any videos of this. I mean, this is a pretty good little shot or two for a video, but I just get to where I enjoy it more and just do not film a lot. Hey, I've been setting traps for Bigfoot already. I got a bunch of beer cans on a string and they're pulled way up in the air, so if he comes up the trail behind me, he'll trip that. Or he just might reach up and get the beer out of the tree and drink it. I don't know. I heard he likes bush light. Maybe Jeff or Tammy could tell me, but that's just a rumor. Welcome in, welcome in. People are coming and going. We're hanging on to 10. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. And now we're going to 7, so maybe I shouldn't talk. More people will hang around. Zoom back up, Mike. Whoa, too much. Man, you could see the eggs frying on that in the morning. A drunk Bigfoot is a whole lot less shy, or kind of like me. I'm pretty shy until you get me talking. But Arizona iced tea ain't gonna do it. And my little thing worked great today. When I closed out the first live, I got through construction. It took about 15 minutes. And then I started up the second live and hit shared out to all new people. I think one person from the first live came back, but everyone else was new. I think I had like 197 people in the first one. The second one was an hour long, and I think 690 people come through. Oh, not here with me. I mean, yes, but not here with me. It's only when I cross the Kentucky border. Or maybe that's baloney, I don't know. I know plenty of people who still make it down south. Man, we said the word moonshine and we went from 12 people to 6. Hopefully they all just got up and went to the refrigerator, see if they had any. You can find mine out on the front porch. Let me check on this here fire. Yep, I'm thinking it's going to be a long night for me right here. I should just bring my cot outside. As long as it don't rain, I'll be fine and dandy. Anybody in the room right now that hasn't said hello, please do so. Some people just like to sneak in and watch. Don't be shy. But I truly understand, folks. I do appreciate you popping in and saying hello, but if that's all you want to do, that's cool. You don't have to sit here and hang out for an hour and 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Let me know you're doing okay, and that's mostly what I do when I get a little free time. I hit the old scroll bar and see who's online, say hello, hit that thumbs up, move right along. I know 7 people are in here lurking. That's cool. We should do a live about lurking. Can you guys hear the noises from the night here? Let me know what you can hear. I can't get this in my backyard, that's for sure. Yep. Thank you, Nancy. I was hoping they weren't just in my head. You know, I got that cricket thing going on, but they don't talk to me as much as they used to. I don't know. I can't hear them. That's the only bad thing about me is my head blocks out most of the sounds. I used to make videos and people would say, oh my gosh, those birds chirping are so beautiful. I was there and I didn't hear a bird. But I did see a few lightning bugs out here earlier. Could be bats. Yep. I usually see those guys before I hear them. Now I can hear the fire. Yeah, not yet. I haven't heard any giant trees snap or big thumps. I don't see no glowing eyes back in the woods. I got some crazy neighbors way over there, but I can't see them. I can hear them. Earl is still in the kayak. He got up in the kayak one day and he's got his left arm hanging over, his right foot's hanging over. He hasn't even looked back. He's ready to go floating. He wanted to go search for Gus that night, but I told him it was too far to drive. And he's a little too long. He won't even fit in the bed of my truck. Somebody's live. I don't know who it was. Anybody else get the same notification? Hey, David, how you doing? The real David. Welcome back. Let me see who that was. Barn in a box. I don't know who that is. I can't see it very well, but somebody bought a barn in a box. Oh, good to hear, David. Glad you came back. Same old crew hanging out in here. Thank you for that thumbs up. No decent Sasquatch is going to try and sneak around here with all these dogs barking. Oh, and we just hit another thumbs up. Evidently somebody... Now we got the smoke rolling good now. I think the whole tent will smell like hickory all night long. I don't know if I got an answer or not, but anybody got big plans for tomorrow? I hope no one here is involved in any kind of work whatsoever. You know, this year is way over halfway over. And we were just talking today at work that, man, there is brown leaves falling everywhere. So fall is a-coming. And I had mentioned before that maybe 1st of September, I'm going to move my hours back to 8 o'clock and try to get alive in at 6:30 every morning. That way I'm not interfering with everybody else popping on at 7 and 7:30. I do like to catch those lives also. Alrighty, we'll be here, Vicky. I'll be here. If everybody in the room can share this live out 1 or 2 times, that would be pretty cool. I think Charles may be working tonight. Not too sure. Or fishing. I think I'm going to do a little neighborhood drive around tomorrow and See if I can find me some big bundles of firewood after the hike, of course. Seems to be a lot of wind howling tonight. With me over prowling around. My name is Mike. I usually say that 4 or 5 times. Hey, roll call. Man, it is going great. You still down on the ocean? I have tried to get my wife to go down there twice this year. Well, good, man. Live it up. I think she has a trip scheduled for November, so I don't know what's the holiday we got, Memorial Day or Labor Day or something like that. Southern Ohio, Annie. If I was in the backyard, you could come over for some rum. Well, this would be November. What holiday do we got in November? I think it's on a Wednesday. Absolutely. Maybe next weekend. Pretty sure I'll be home all weekend. Nope, before that one. It's a state holiday, so it might not be a holiday for everyone. Well, my wife, I've been nagging her, and she just says she doesn't feel like going. Certain times of the year, she just will not go to the beach. Oh, me too, man. I put about a week into it 2 weeks ago, trying to find me a spot of land, but I can understand that, Annie. After this weekend, though, I'm hoping the weekends will be a lot better. Hello, Potential. Veterans Day, there you go. What day is that on? Like the 15th or 16th or 17th? Well, that's the day we're leaving, and we'll probably be gone for a week. Yeah, I get like, I don't know, 12 holidays, and I can't keep track of all of them. The 11th, well, there you go. I think she has a party down there on the 15th. So 2 days down and 4 days there, 2 days back. Worked out pretty great. I told her we could just stay till Thanksgiving. She was not having that. Tammy, you guys out of town this weekend? I thought maybe you guys would go take a walk through history and check out the Civil War there at Independence. Yeah, well, we'll take what we can get. Yeah, Independence are having the big shenanigans Saturday and Sunday. That's why I am gone away. I told them I'm a no call, don't bother me. They've had months and months to get ready for this, and they try and wait till yesterday and today to come in and do stuff, and still they don't show up to help. So, but yet this weekend they'll be there. More people than I've ever seen volunteer, and they'll want all the credit for the whole year's work. Save it for Sunday. Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's just, I'm just saying. Well, that's cool. Starts at 10 a.m. and probably have to park up next to the boat dock and be shuttled down. The gates will still be closed, but everything is free. They'll be selling some good foods, they say, and a band. And I was telling him earlier there today that they got pretty much all set up tonight. So they'll be ready for 10 a.m. I'm hoping it don't rain them out. How you doing, Dave? Thanks for stopping. I don't blame you, man. I think I might head on a hike here in a minute. I just hate putting my boots back on. And I do feel a few raindrops every once in a while, but I'm thinking it's dripping out of the trees. Have you got an ETA yet, Dave? You about ready to wrap it up down there and head on this way? That raindrop hit the fire. Did you see that spark jump? Welcome back, Vicky. What have you been doing? No, don't tell us if you don't want. Well, very well. Well, that was enough to keep me out of roofing, so I get to take this wonderful trip down here where it rained pretty much 40% of the day, but look at us now. Sometimes that 20% rains all day. Getting ready for bed, are we? Yeah, always, Dave. Thanks for stopping. Appreciate you. Probably got 2 more pieces of wood to put on the fire, then I think I'm about to put my boots on. Even though I've been up since 5 a.m., I don't seem to be tired right now. But thank you again, Tammy, for that advice on that. I'm going to try that when I get back home and see if I can't get things set up. I brought one of my reviews with me this weekend, and hopefully I'll get the rest of that videoed so I can get it out next week. Seems like I can go 3 weeks without getting anything in the mail, and then one day I get 4 or 5 packages at the same time. You've been doing that, Nancy? Very cool. Or Dave. I should start turning my run tracker on a lot, but that little hike we took last weekend with my daughter, supposed to have been 5 miles, turned out to be almost 8. Sometimes those little hikes surprise you. But I've got 14 miles here, I think, something like that. I'll see if I can get them all in. They don't seem too bad when, I'm stopping and taking videos and pictures and cutting in a live here and there and making shorts. And I always take my little backpack and make me some coffee along the way, probably some noodles. I think she was talking about Dave. See, but Dave has been on the ball. Oh, cool. Very cool. I know one of the hospitals here in town made those employees a pretty nice hiking trail. All paved. I've walked it a few times myself. Every time it gets pretty close to the sheriff's department. I walk that back corner there. All the dogs keep barking at me for some reason. I think they like me. And we have a lake here I think I'll be walking around tomorrow. That he does, Nancy, that he does. Yeah, he's usually on 7:30 every morning, Tammy. Had to go get a different light. I think that little headlamp is the batteries are already dead. I don't see any critters as of yet. Not even a raccoon in the tree ready to pounce on. I don't blame you, Vicky. I just gave out a big yawn myself, but we appreciate you hanging out with us, commenting, liking, thumbs up. You get a spare 10 minutes a day, check out a video, hang out with us. Always leave a comment. You have a great rest of your night, Vicky. That's right. That's probably what happened to Woody, man. He says my lives put him to sleep. And I guess you guys could hear me yawn. Is that correct? The big sign says 10 o'clock is quiet time, but I don't think anybody's going to follow that rule here. I doubt it. I could be driving down the road and he'd fall asleep. But he's a busy man. I'm sure being on the road full time is a lot tougher than just going camping for the weekend and going home. something I like to do, but I always wanted to work camp across the United States. You know, like 30 days at a time at a place and get a couple checks and move along. That'd be the only way I'd want to do it. I don't mind retirement, but I do like steady income coming through. Here we go, start her up again. Everybody waits till 10:30 at night. Probably what now? 10:15 maybe? I don't know. And all these raindrops sound like footsteps. I'm getting scared. I mean, there is so much work out there to be done, and people begging for help. And I mean, that's how I first started YouTube, by watching these people they would go to Texas and about 2 days training, and they would work camp and gate guard and these oil refineries and stuff, you know, husband and wife team. Husband works 12 hours a day, the wife works 12 hours a day, and man, they were making bukus. Hello, Connor. Yes, we did. Supposed to roll through again tomorrow. I am down in southern Ohio myself. Somewhere in between Columbus and Cincinnati. Thunder before the lightning, right? Or lightning before the thunder. 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 Hit that thumbs up, Connor, and hit that number 30. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Helling? Yeah, well, that'd be good for the insurance companies. I think about 30% of the roofs in my city are being replaced by hail damage, and man, those people come in and they're just collecting left and right. Crazy. I'd hate to have their insurance companies. I get about 3 a week. Stop at the house and say, hey, you know, your roof looks bad. I'm like, you see the sign that says no soliciting? Get out of my yard. And then one guy stopped my wife getting the mail there the other day, and he was like, hey, I see you got shingles in your garage there to put on your roof. Can we give you a quote to do that? She's like, get out of here. Yeah, people are robbing the system of this little hailstorm we had. My shingles is 30 years old and never had a trouble with it. I see people putting a roof on this year that put one on last year because someone told them the roof was bad. Man, my little fire is crackling now. Woo! Oh, I think we got our second win. And a gigantic raindrop just hit me. How you been, Connor? How's Cincinnati treating you? Well, that it is, but I think, I don't know, my insurance homeowners, I think it runs like $1,200 a year. No biggie, but turn in a leak? Nope, not covered. That's nature. Turn in a flood? Nope, not covered. That's nature. You have to get somebody to run through your house with a car, and then your insurance won't cover it, but their insurance does. A lady the other day ran through the wall of the hospital here. I mean, I don't know if it's just my luck with it, but I got a little ding on my truck, and my insurance company sent me to the place, and they wanted like $8,000, and the insurance company, yep, we'll just do it. So I said, I think I'll get a second opinion. So I took it to the dealership. The dealership wanted to do it for $5,000. So I said, okay, you do it. The insurance company got mad at me because I didn't take their preferred place and pay $3,000 more. But then again, my insurance doubled as soon as they done the work and paid it off. So they want to charge you all this money for this stuff and then get mad when you use it. I mean, first time in, I'd have to say 42 years I ever had an insurance claim, and bam, you can't do us that way, man. And I hope nobody here listening works for the insurance company, but then you probably already know. Oh, but let's go back to peaceful. A motherboard on what? Like on the electrical part of the house? Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, well, yeah, they won't take independent adjusters. You can go out and get 5 quotes cheaper than the ones, but you know, they're going to pay them $3,000. They're going to get a kickback. We're going to go with you, even though you're $5,000 higher, but just make sure we get $1,500 of that back. If we go with this guy's insurance, and we don't get anything because they just do the work and be done with it. When I used to do the insurance work, I would always, first thing I'd ask is how much your deductible. I would add that to the price, and they never had to pay out of their pocket. But people don't want to do that anymore, man. It's all about them. Let's start our bike at 10:30 and ride through the campground. Oh, furnace air conditioning, yeah. My outside unit went out in April, May. I had 2 different people come over there. Oh, $10,000, $10,000. And I called a friend of mine. He's like $5,400. Yep, that's another one. You know, the state will pay 2 or 3 workers $25 an hour and expect them to cut 3 or 4 trees a week. But if they hire an independent contractor to come in to cut 3 trees, they'll pay them $1,800, and they're in and out in a day. You know, and of course, you know, the state's a union, and they're like, well, if we're going to cut 3 trees, it's going to take us a month and a half to do that. I'm thinking, that's just stupid. Yeah, we'll fix a leak in your house, but we're not going to do all the drywall repair, even though we're going to tear the whole wall out to fix the leak. All that extra stuff is on you. I think we scared Connor off. I think we all need to go back to being young, live at home again, never worry about a bill or a free meal. And they charge you to clean it up? Yeah, that's what I'd do at 11 o'clock at night. I'd start my loud bike and just ride it around the inside of the campground. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. How you doing, Christopher? So, did the neighbors clean the trees up, or you had to do that yourself? Well, I believe that if it was me and they told me I would have had to pay for it, I would have had them come in, cut all that wood up into firewood, stack it up on your property, and then put a for sale sign and sell that to people. Unless it was crappy pine or something, but and then I probably would have sued the neighbors, because that's what their insurance is for, right? My neighbors know me, man. If they got a bush, it's sticking over my side of the yard. That baby gets trimmed. Well, folks, I think I'm going to hang out about 7 more minutes on the live anyhow. Put my phone on the charger, and I'm probably going to enjoy this fire at least another hour or so. I hate keeping everybody up all night, but somewhere out there somebody's awake. How you doing, Christopher? Are you still with us? Hit that thumbs up and let us know where you've been and what you've been doing. Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but, you know, it's just like the other day. I went and had my oil changed at the dealership. And, you know, when you sat down in the waiting room, then they always text you and say, oh, well, while we were inspecting your vehicle, we found these problems. It needs this, it needs that. And, of course, you know, they're always going to tell you you need tires, you need brakes, you need this and that. And they send you a picture and say, hey, you know, your air filter needs change underneath the hood. And I'm like, nope, none for me. So when I go out to pay for my oil change, I asked the guy, I said, hey, he said, did the guy inspect this? Oh, yeah. He sent you pictures. I said, well, look at this. And I showed him the one from 2 months ago where I had the oil change. And hey, how about that? It was the same pictures. He said, oh, that ain't right. I said, well, yes, it's right. Here's that picture. Here's this picture. I said, I will not be back to this establishment. And before I got home, 4 miles away, the guy had called me and was like, you were correct, sir. He said he just transferred that picture over. You know, we're sorry about that. And I said, well, you are sorry, that is for sure. But I'm just wondering how many people that they do that to and they get away with it. You know, I had just changed the air filter probably a week before that. They want $90 to change it. I go buy the filter for $16 and do it myself. You know, but they're so precious, and things need fixed. So I don't think there's hardly anybody out there left that ain't trying to rip you off. It's becoming very sad. I used to do roof jobs with a handshake. Give somebody a price, they'd say yes, I go buy the stuff, do the roof, and then expect payment. Only one time did someone ever try to rip me, but it didn't go well. Yeah. Oh, well, we got to put the computer on it. But if you let us fix that $480 module, we won't charge you for the $115. just like the air filter, you know, $89 to change it. I said, well, you pulled it out and took a picture of it on inspection, so why are you charging me all this labor? You're going to put the dirty one back in, just put a new one in it for 16 bucks. But oh no, we got to have $240 an hour labor just to have your truck sitting in our garage. One big ripoff. And I'm sorry to say that I spent 7 years of my life putting those trucks together, and I understand why they're $60, $70, and $80,000, because they got 1,000 people working and 998 of them are doing absolutely nothing but trying to do nothing all day at work. Not all of those employees were bad, but there are way more bad ones than there are good ones. I can guarantee you that. All right, folks, 1 minute, 40 seconds. And you guys might not go to sleep, but jump in somebody else's live. I'm probably going to scroll around here for just a few minutes and see who else is on. Woody's Barndominium's out there. Sean James is probably working on his cabin somewhere. I love watching that guy. Happily Ever Hanks, you know who they are? They just had their baby. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Funny how you get to know people, but you never have ever met them in your life. I do too, man, and I hope I don't crap myself, but I need to hear those sounds. As long as it ain't a red-eyed growly sound. So you guys take it easy and have a great night. Get out and have some excitement in your life tomorrow. And Nancy Drew, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Tammy, always nice. And one of these days, I'm actually going to have something to talk about. It's hard to say, but we'll get her done. And for the other 4 people that's hiding in here not talking, there's Ray. Good night, Ray. You guys have a great weekend. Somebody else is hiding. Who is it? All righty then, folks. We will see you on the next one. Thanks, Ray. We appreciate you.